sports. It's in the game.
There's no doubt about it now. This guy has to be in the All-Madden team.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
They start the drive with McFadden. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Now Vic, he's going to change things up.
On second down, McFadden. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Michael Vick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Runs over him. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 34 yards. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First down, Vick. To the left side and intercepted. Deion Sanders, the former Falcon, with it.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Charles Tillman. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Jackson on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. McFadden now on the counter, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Vick now.
That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Vick readies to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And that'll be complete to Finneran.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons are back within a score.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way. But they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They hand this one to Gronk. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Henry up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
2nd and 6.
McFadden again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Vic's going to change the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to throw it here. Vic. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing, Vic. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This time they stay on the ground.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 35-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
Running again on first with McFadden. Fighting his way through contact. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now it's Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
19 target, 19 target. 19.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by the safety, D'Angelo Hall.
And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
There's McFadden as they begin on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Running again, and again it's McFadden.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun, Vick. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7.
Now McFadden running right. 20. 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Darren McFadden. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by the safety, D'Angelo Hall.
And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Vick, and he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground, but here, McFadden. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Vick. Looking downfield for Kelsey.
That is intercepted.
Deion Sanders, the former Falcon, with it.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson.
He finds his target, Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
Brought down at the 20. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Jackson.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he's down to the 11.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Jackson's throw there complete to Allen.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Jackson to throw.
Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Now Jackson.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Vic. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for...
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A huge play there in overtime. 47 yards. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
2nd down and 6 now.
Again, it's Henry. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
He goes 23 yards that time on the touchdown run.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Vic, they follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Time to see what Vic can do in the OT.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give him a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
Again, it's Vic. And that'll be incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
From the red zone now, Vic. It's Kelsey on the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
They try again with McFadden, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
A 2-yard touchdown run.
Butker on for the PAT. And he knocks it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Jackson.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win for the Chiefs here, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.